Okay, so in this video, we are going to set up a user on the IDX search for DiverseSolutions. So the first step is you go to the DiverseSolutions webpage, which is DiverseSolutions.com, and then scroll down toward the bottom here and click Customer Login. This will bring you to the control panel. Typically it's going to request your username and password, so just let me know if you don't have that. But once you're in, you're going to mouse over IDX products and then down to contacts. Okay, and this will bring us to all of the contacts. For new buyers, we're going to click on the buyers section here. There are a few other sections, so if for example we're setting up a search for sellers so that they can track listings around their properties, they would go into this bucket, but most of the people are going to go under the buyers bucket. So we'll just click on that, and what I'm going to do is just go over to this other window here for a second and grab the person's username, I'm sorry, their email address. There we go. So to add the contact, you just simply pop in their email address and their first name. Ideally they'd have the first and last name. In this case I only have their first name. Once you put that in, click on the More button. Alright. You can see that if you want to add notes or anything like that, you can. Next, click on Edit. So at this point what we've done is we've just added them to the database, but in order to actually set up the IDX search you have to click on this search button. I've been trying to use a standard format. Now in this case we only have her first name, so I'm going to use her first name as the password, but typically what I've been doing is selecting their last name as the password. I think it's easy for people to remember and it gives us something to easily know about. So assuming you have the or their last name, enter the last name as the password and then click on Save and Done. At this point basically they have an account, but now they need a search set up, and so what you'll do is scroll down and click on this Impersonate IDX Visitor. And you can do this for any user, so if somebody wants to modify their search or if you want to modify it for them, just simply go to their user account and click on Impersonate IDX Visitor. This will actually log you in as them. You can see that you're logged in as that person right up here where you see their email address. So this person's looking for a property in Burlington. So you just type in the address and hit enter, or Woburn. They're looking up to 500,000. Okay, so you just pop that in. And they want 3 or more bedrooms. I'm going to leave the baths empty. And property types is a very important one to select because this is where you determine whether they're looking for a condo or a single family or both. In this case this person's only looking for a single family, so I'm going to unselect land, multifamily, residential attached, which would typically be a condo, residential condo, which is a condo, and townhouse. Okay, so the 2 single family options are detached and single family. The condo options are attached, condo, and townhouse. Okay. Home size, she did tell me that she wants at least 1,500 square feet. I'm going to go a little bit lower than that and leave the top side open. As far as other features, you can basically select whatever you want here, but this is the base criteria that she gave me, so I don't want to over filter. And then what I'll do is save the search. I'm just going to call this single family search. Okay, and by default this will be checked. Yes will send me email updates. This will send email updates to the person every night with new listings or price changes. We'll just click save. And if you want to confirm that it's been saved, just hit searches and you can see that it's here. If you ever want to edit a search, you would just click on edit or delete a search. Each user can have multiple searches. If you wanted to create a search for another town, say Winchester, Lexington, or whatever, you could just reset the search. Bang. And if you clicked on Save Search, it would add it to that search. But we're not going to do that because she's not interested in those locations. So that is how you add a user. The one last really important thing to do is in contextually, just make sure that the tag called IDX is selected for the user. That just gives us a chance to cross-reference who has access to DiverseSolutions. So it's just important to make sure that the IDX tag is added. Also lets us know that when we're looking, when we're talking to the contact, that they are already set up. If you ever want to, we're just going to look at some extra features here. Basically, this IDX report, I'm going to refresh the page. Bang. You can see that her search criteria now shows, and once she starts searching around, we'll actually see some of that activity. So if she's going outside of her criteria that she told us about, we'll see that and we can actually go modify. I noticed something here, this price is actually not accurate. It's supposed to be 500, so I'm going to go back in, impersonate her. Edit. Huh. Okay, so I don't get that. I guess we're all set. It does show as 500, so we'll let it be. I'll follow up with her on a phone call in a day or two to make sure that everything's looking good. And that is how you set up an IDX person.